Hello and welcome to Couple of Instigators. I am here with Teresa and Margret. Teresa and Margret today. Getting our update on Teresa's Iron. You did an Ironman.
Well, I did a half Ironman.
Right. But why did I don't
want real Ironman to come at me because I only did a half.
Well, but it was still like the legit Ironman thing, right? I mean,
it was a branded race.
Right. So I was cracking up because everybody is like so female, male, like, including. So even though there's women, they still call it Ironman, right?
Right. They haven't changed it to Iron Person.
Person!
Iron Person doesn't have the same kind of ring to it.
Right. So that's right. So I was laughing because I'm like, geez, what do I say? When I posted it, I was like, update on Teresa's Iron Man / woman. I didn't know, right? Because I was like,
right.
But
she's an Iron Lady.
Iron Lady. So
I'm a half Iron Lady.
Listen.
Hey, look, it's 100% more Iron Man than either of us have done. So,
thank
as far
you.
as we're concerned,
you are a effing hero. Okay,
yeah.
I have my hero. Okay, what? So let me start with.
I am alive still.
Sunday,
barely,
right?
But I am here.
Right. So we were all trying to watch you on your app, and please, I can't even keep track of the chat, yet alone try to understand that freaking app. So I was working in the yard while you were running this thing, because it happened to have been a nice day here in Rottenchester, where I could go out and like rake leaves and try to clean. So every time I would go back up on the deck, I'd pick up my phone and I'm like, what's going on? And my favorite of all was at one point, Margaret's like, I don't understand this app, but I'm just using it for proof of life.
Yeah, as long as your dot was moving, I was like, well, she's alive.
That's it. Margaret's like, this is just for proof of life right now. We don't know where she is, but Margaret's like, she's alive. She's alive.
Well, because some of the courses doubled back on themselves, so I wasn't sure. I'm like, is she at like the beginning of it or the end of it? Like it was hard to tell. You know what I mean? Like where some of them started and ended. And so you could have either been really close to the finish or like really far away.
I would agree with that. Yes.
All right. So Teresa, take us from the beginning of your morning of the race.
What time did you have to get up?
I woke up at 5 o'clock and I had to be out. No, 5:15, and I had to be out the door at 5. No, I woke up at 5 o'clock. Had to be out the door at 5:15 to the race for 5:30.
Good gravy.
And then they closed transition, so that would give us plenty of time to get into transition, to set up everything, and make sure everything was going to be fine. So I woke up at like 5, and then you have to try to eat breakfast. And my stomach is not awake at 5.
No.
And I was going to eat oatmeal because, I need a hearty breakfast, but I forgot brown sugar. So I just had to like shove oatmeal in my mouth with no brown sugar. And
it's like wallpaper paste.
Basically.
Ew.
And like I put sliced bananas in it because I was like, I need potassium. I was going to be prepared.
Okay.
So then I get to drink.
You have to have a special meal.
Right, because you have to have enough like energy,
right,
to make sure everything gets because you're not going to be able to eat anything real until you're done.
Okay.
And you burn a lot of calories.
So what you're going for is potassium for cramping and high protein.
Yeah, I guess so. That's
right?
what I was going. That works for me.
I don't know. I just sounded like I knew something, right?
I mean, Cindy, that was real impressive.
Yeah, thank you. I hope no one can hear me eating while you're talking, Teresa, but I'm starving and I'm eating a protein bar. But go ahead.
I can't hear anything.
Okay, good. So keep going.
So we get to transition and they have us in age groups. So I'm around all people my age. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean I'm around people my athletic abilities. Mm-hmm. And so someone's like, yeah, there's this bike that I never saw the person, which means she's probably like a professional, but her bike was black with pink glitter stars all over it.
I want that.
I was like, that thing's expensive. And your bikes are so close to each other that like if you touch, like you're not supposed to touch another person's bike because some of these get real expensive. Mm-hmm. Like mine's a Craigslist Craigslist special. Mm-hmm. So I'm like $500 all in, $10,000.
That's crazy.
Crazy. So we set up all of our stuff, and then I'm with other girls, and they're like, so what are we going to do with our wetsuits? And I was like, I guess we're going to put them on and see what happens. So we were in.
So you were with your people.
No, my spot was not with my people.
Right, but
because they put you like in like random spots. My spot wasn't near my people.
Oh my God! So you guys didn't run as a group?
No, because what it is you're done in your age group, and one of the girls is older,
right?
So she's a 35 to 39-year-old age group.
That's bizarre.
And then the other girl who is in my age group, she was slow as shit. So I was like, I'm not waiting for you.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But so we finish all there, we put our wetsuits on, and then we go to the dock where we have to jump off into the dirtiest water you've ever seen in your entire life.
Teresa, I was like, I don't know where I was browsing, but somebody posted a picture, and was it Margret and with the snake?
The snake.
Yes.
In the gallon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was like legit. Like that was where you were swimming, and that was like a water moccasin, right?
I think it was a
rattlesnake. I did not.
What?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know anything about snakes. I was gonna just hope that it wouldn't bite me.
It doesn't matter, but that snake was photographed in the water you were swimming. Not at that time, but in the past.
Yes.
There were probably so many people swimming that day it scared all the snakes away. Like, I might not want to be, like, the first person in the water that's doing the scaring away, but by the time Teresa got there, she was
by the time I got there, so the race started at, like, 7, and I didn't get into the water until 7:36. So there was tons of people already getting bit by snakes.
Right. But I was like, Teresa, I was like, Margret, why did you post that picture? And you know she's got to jump in that water. Margaret's like,
it'll make her swim fast.
Swim fast. Wait, so you jump in with like 300 other people.
Okay.
And so you're just like floating. And
just
then
going.
The jet skis are bringing in people that have already like decided that this race wasn't for them.
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Stretchers.
And they pull you, right?
Yeah, it's like you know how when you ski and they put you on that thing? It's like a jet ski version.
Right.
Oh my God.
So you're like,
you're jumping
I give up. Help. I give up. And then they
this
swing out and grab you.
Yeah. So
and they quit already.
They
didn't even barely got to use their outfit.
Right. Barely got to use their outfit. They said, not today.
Oh.
So then they do the little, and it's our turn.
Okay.
So I try to go. And then I'm like, you know what? This isn't working for me. I'm going to choke to death. I'm going to die. These crazy bitches are going to run over me. So I did what the rational person would do, and I decided to backstroke.
Okay.
So
I am with you. You could get back. You could go quick that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So I backstroked all 1.2 miles, with the exception of, like, at the very end, I had some standards. I said, I can't come in on a backstroke. I gotta look like...
Wait, so was this not... It sounds like this wasn't your plan to backstroke the whole thing.
No. My plan was to
swim
freestyle,
forward.
like, put my face in the water. But every time it became, like, I need to put my face in the water.
No.
By the time, like, I had mentally prepared myself, I would roll over, and then I would feel seasick.
No.
Or, like, was it just dirty, or why didn't you want to put your face in the water?
Did you see the water?
No, it wasn't even that. It was because, like, you had to hold your breath, and I couldn't, like, figure that out.
I mean, that's how swimming works.
No.
It wasn't happening.
No. Listen, I'm going to tell you
all
guys.
Those people were peeing in the water?
100%. I mean, I pee-peed in the water.
Listen, Margret, you got to understand, I am with her. If I am swimming and I flip over and start to kick and go back, I can go so much faster and so much farther that way.
Right.
I can. And I don't care how you get there. You did it. It doesn't. I don't care if you doggy paddled.
Right.
So do they want you to suffer and not do the back? Because backstroke makes the most sense.
Right.
I don't think they care.
Oh, they don't care. You can do any way you want.
Okay.
And then you're swimming and I'm backstroking, and then all of a sudden I'm in like an area that doesn't have the same swim color caps as me. Because every age group has the same hats. So I figured, like, I'll just stay with my hat color. And, like, obviously we're all the same speed. That's not true. But then I was in a group of guys, and guys don't care. They're there to win. So, like, two of them, like, plowed over me, and I was like, this is, I'm going to kill someone.
That would freak me out.
So, but I made it out, and I did it in 45 minutes 45, 48, something like that. And the limit was an hour and 10 minutes.
So you were fine.
That's good. Yeah. I was middle of the pack. So that's
all right.
great.
So Teresa, real quick, I'm sorry, I have a question. Yeah. So if you don't do it in the hour and 10 minutes, what happens?
They pull you off the course. So
what if you're like, I can get there, just get out of my way?
It doesn't. Well,
okay.
They'll probably let you finish unless you're flailing, but then when you get to the part where they strip your wetsuit off, they won't let you, because in theory, so we're all wearing the bracelets, which is how y'all were able to track us.
Oh, okay.
So I guess in theory, if a bracelet doesn't come back, they're going to go looking for you at the bottom of the ocean.
I got it.
Or the bay.
Or
I understand. Belly. There's so many people. I understand. Anything could happen. They have to keep track in the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I made it, so that wasn't a problem. So I go to get my wetsuit stripped off of me, and my wetsuit's a little bit small. I think we've discussed this. I ordered the one that was on sale, so it's not quite my size. But it was cheap.
Who got it on you?
Oh, I shimmied it up.
Okay.
It was hard, but I was successful. So I get, and you point at someone like a wetsuit stripper. So I pointed at this person, and I go out. And I'm like, okay, it's really tight, sir, so it's just going to take a second. So he gets it, like, a little bit lower than my hip, and he tries to pull it down, and he's like, oh, this really is tight.
So what do you have under it? Your biking stuff?
Yeah, I had my tri-suit underneath it.
Okay, so you were just ready. You put your... Okay, go ahead.
There's nothing so good for the ego as having a guy who is really hard to pull off of you.
Oh, dear.
Like, let's just say, if I was in a two-piece swimsuit, my bottom definitely would have also come off. That's how hard he was trying to pull it off.
Oh my
Right,
gosh.
I'm thinking, like, what if he pulls your shorts off, too? It's like, dude.
Well, mine's a onesie, so...
Oh, you have a onesie. Okay.
That seems like a good idea in hindsight.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, hindsight, genius idea. Well, would have had a real problem.
I know. I'm thinking, like, how are you... Okay, so that makes sense. You have your onesie for your bike ride.
Right, so I go and I change my shoes, I dry off a bit, put my helmet on, and go out on my bike ride.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, super windy, but it's, like, the wind that pushes you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so, let's not forget to tell everybody the weather was horrific on that day.
That's going to come up later.
Right.
But so far, the weather is holding off.
It's holding up for your water part.
Right, but the wind is, like, kicking, like, 15 miles per hour, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I looked down at my watch. I was going like 20 miles per hour at one time, and I was like, this is going to suck when I turn around.
Oh, man.
I get to the halfway mark. Oh, first, you can get, like, nutrition, so, like, water and other stuff like that, like, on the course, and you're supposed to just ride on your bicycle and pick up a cup of water, take your sips, and, like, do all this on your bicycle.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah, that's way too risky. We all know my incidents with the bicycles.
Yeah, you fell.
I T-boned a dog recently. I'm not really doing this. So I see a porta potty, and I'm like, oh, that's too scary. I'm going to hit it up next time. Well, then I'm like, I kind of have to go to the bathroom. But I'm like, you know what? I can make it. I can make it to the halfway point, and there'll be another potty. So I make it to the halfway point in, like, record time because of the wind, and I turn around, and then I'm going, like, 12 miles per hour. It's so slow. Like, it's awful.
Trying to push yourself against that wind.
Yeah, the wind was just, like, pushing the wrong way, and then I really have to go to the bathroom. Like, bad.